Okay, so welcome everyone to this evening's conference. Tonight we will be discussing the use of compound words. Tonight's conference is level A1 to A2, and feel free to take notes if you would like to, or you can put your questions or comments into the chat. Like that, after 25 minutes of the conference, we will look at the questions and we will answer them. Okay? So let's begin. Tonight, we will look at 4 parts. We will look at compound words. What are they? We will look at different types of compound words. Number 3, we will look at compound noun tips. So for example, how do we see compound words? How do we put them together? And number 4 is a summary and a bonus round. So let's have a look. So you can find a notebook and a pen so you can take note of any new vocabulary. This will help you remember the information. Compound words explained. Alors, avant qu'on continue, juste en bas de votre écran, vous pouvez voir qu'il y a la traduction en français. Donc, si vous ne comprenez pas quelques mots, vous pouvez regarder et comme ça peut être un peu plus facile pour vous. So, compound noun or word, the definition is a type of noun that consists of 2 or more words joined together to form a single word. The words can be nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, and articles. Compound words or nouns are formed when 2 or more separate words are joined together. This creates a brand new word that has a new meaning. For example, we have the word super and hero, and together it is superhero. Okay? So, you know that super, c'est super, et hero, c'est héros. Et quand on met ensemble, it creates the word superhero. That is the definition of a compound word. Compound nouns can be divided into 3 categories: closed, open, and hyphenated. Donc, so closed, c'est fermé, open, ouvert, and hyphenated. So hyphen, c'est le tiré. Ça veut dire que entre les 2 mots, il y a un tiré. So there is a hyphen between the 2 words. All 3 follow the same principle of combining 2 or more words into one structure. So let's look at the first one. Closed compound nouns are words that are written as one word. Ça veut dire que c'est un mot. For example, firefighter, pompier. In English, it is one word. Fire pour feu and fighter, quelqu'un qui se battre. So we bring them together and they are called firefighter. Someone who fights a fire. Number 2, open compound nouns are words that are written as 2 separate words, such as ice cream, les glaces, ice cream. Hyphenated compound nouns are words that are written with a hyphen between them, such as mother-in-law, belle-mère. And why do we say mother-in-law? Parce que law, c'est la loi et c'est votre mère de loi. It's your mother from the law. So your mother-in-law, votre belle-mère. So we have some examples of compound nouns. We have closed compound nouns such as airport, bedroom, and classroom. But we have open compound nouns, so they are separate, like ice cream, post office, and real estate, immobilier. With our hyphenated compound nouns, we have brother-in-law, writer-director, and well-being, bien-être. So misunderstandings. While English speakers might occasionally skip the hyphen, its correct use is crucial to prevent misunderstandings. So, pour pas avoir des malentendus, c'est très important qu'on utilise le tiret en anglais. We need to use the hyphen in English because it can change the meaning of the sentence or the phrase. For example, consider the difference in these sentences. He is a large truck driver. This means the driver himself is large. So that means large truck driver, c'est lui qui est gros et il conduit le camion. But in the second example, he is a large truck driver. Ça veut dire qu'il conduit les gros camions. He drives big trucks. This indicates he drives large trucks. So, si vous regardez en bas, il s'agit d'un grand chauffeur de camion. Cela signifie que le conducteur lui-même est grand. Mais pour le deuxième, c'est un conducteur des gros camions. Cela indique qu'il conduit des gros camions. So you can see the difference and why the hyphen is important. Let's look at the phrase, a well-known actor. Here, well-known is a compound adjective formed by combining the adverb well with the past participle known to offer a precise characterization of the actor. So he is well known. So we do not need to say, this actor is known everywhere around the world. Un peu plus court, on dit he is a well-known actor. So why should we use the hyphen? The hyphen should be used to connect the different words of a compound adjective when we use it before a noun. But when we use the adjective after the verb, be or a sensory verb, the words often remain separate. So let's look at some examples. He is a well-known actor. Actor is the noun, so c'est le nom. Donc, on utilise well-known comme un adjectif. It is a compound adjective. So we will add the hyphen. In the second sentence, this actor is well known for his impactful performances. So now, because we used it after the verb be, être, the words will remain separate. The actor is well known. However, Some common compound adjectives are consistently hyphenated. For example, it's a good idea to consult a dictionary or verify online. So, vous pouvez regarder. For example, their relationship was short-lived because they had a relationship, it lived, but it was short. So their relationship was short-lived. Ça veut dire que c'était court. Ce n'était pas trop long. So now let's explore different types of compound words in English, and I will try to explain them the best I can. So firstly, what are adjectives? Adjectives are words we use before the nouns or after the verb be or a sensory verb, such as taste, look and smell. Donc, ça veut dire que en français, on dit vous avez le R2 pour décrire une sensation. Comment est-ce que vous vous sentez? Mais en anglais, on utilise les 5 sens. Taste, look, smell, sound, and feel. So those are real verbs, and they are called sensory verbs. So we use these also to describe objects, people, places, and other things. So we need those adjectives. So the compound adjective will be 2 words that are used together to describe object, people, places, and things. Examples of adjectives that we find are happy, slow, quiet, big, cold, boring, small, beautiful, exciting, fast, ugly, honest, gentle, noisy, and calm. So, for example, the calm child, because child is the noun. The small snail, because snail is the noun. So I would like to describe the snail. So the snail is small. So small and calm are my adjectives. It's crucial to note that when a compound adjective includes a noun as one of its components, the noun is always in the singular form. Ça veut dire que when we have a compound adjective qui a un nom, le nom doit rester au singulier. Pourquoi? Because adjectives in English don't have a plural form. And this rule applies to compound adjectives as well. Parce qu'en anglais, il n'y a pas un accord entre le adjectif et le nom. L'adjectif reste toujours au singulier. C'est pour ça que le nom va rester au singulier aussi. So ici, on a des exemples. So here we have the most common types of compound words. Adjective plus the present participle. For example, long-lasting. My phone has a long-lasting battery. Easy-going. Tom is an easy-going student. And when we say easy-going en français, c'est facile à vivre. We also have an adjective with a past participle. For example, short-haired. I've seen that short-haired woman before. Old-fashioned. My father has very old-fashioned ideas. We can also find a noun plus a present participle. For example, time-consuming. It is a time-consuming task. English speaking. Australia is an English-speaking country. You can get a noun plus a past participle. Homemade. En français, fait maison. She brought us some homemade bread. Sun-dried. These sun-dried tomatoes are delicious. Noun plus adjective. Ice cold. I feel like an ice cold beer. World famous. He is a world famous author. You could also find an adverb and a past participle. Well educated. She is a very well-educated woman. Highly respected. He is a highly respected man. You get a number plus a noun. Number, noun, adjectives are very common in English, especially to describe time, size, or features. So let's take a 5-minute break. We also can say it is a 10-minute walk to describe the time that it takes to get from one place to the next. We sometimes make compound adjectives using 3 or more words, though this is not as common, and as with 2-word compound adjectives, we use a hyphen to connect the words. Ça veut dire que parfois, on peut l'écrire avec 3 mots au plus, mais c'est pas vraiment courant, c'est pas quelque chose qu'on fait souvent. Par exemple, I have a 2-year-old daughter. They used state-of-the-art technology. So here you can see we used 2 or more words. So let's look at some tips on how to use compound nouns. Compound proper nouns are also common in the English language. These are nouns that are composed of 2 or more words that are used to describe people, places, or things. For example, the compound proper noun New York City is used to describe the city in the United States. So we didn't know that it was a compound proper noun, but in fact, it is New York City. It's important to remember that in number-noun combinations, you should write the number in full unless it is an extremely large number, and keep the noun singular. For example, I can say, Ken's house has 3 bedrooms. Or I can say, Ken has a 3-bedroom house. Ken has a 3-bedroom house. We need to write the word completely. Here are some examples of compound nouns in a sentence. The firefighter put out the fire. The ice cream was delicious. She got a new haircut. He caught a fish with his fishing rod. They are going to the airport tomorrow. The students are studying in the classroom. So let's look at a summary. Compound words are a type of noun that consists of two or more words used to form a single word. Compound nouns or adjectives can be used to describe people, places, things, and ideas. They are very common in English, and you can greatly benefit from enriching your vocabulary with them. So, bonus round. We need to match the word from list 1 to a word from list 2. So you can try and you can put some suggestions in the chat. Let's see. We've got rain, super, post, butter, sun, pop, ear, and paint. List 2, we have brush, fly, drum, bow, corn, flower, star, and box. So tell me, what do you think? You can put your suggestions in the chat. What compound nouns do you think we could create? Adeline, rainbow. Absolutely, it's a rainbow. Anyone else? Raymond, pop star. Beautiful. Popcorn. Wonderful. We can also use superstar. Superstar is an option. Butterfly. Absolutely. Let's try one more. Sun. Can anyone think of something with sun? Yes. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Adeline. Sunflower. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. So we've also got a text that we can complete below. So at Manchester Airport, an 11-year-old boy has managed to walk through all the security, center, checks, class, crew. What do you think? Security, checks. Thank you, Adeline. Let's look. And fly to Rome. He did not have a passport or a boarding. What do you think? A boarding pass. Thank you. He did not have a passport or a boarding pass. According to news reports, Liam Concoran was with his mother in a nearby shopping, what do we call it? Centre commercial. Center. Beautiful. When he decided to go off on his own, he went to Manchester Airport, where he succeeded in reaching the departure. What do you think? Departure. Okay, so we're going to have a look at that one at the end. And without having a ticket or any other kind of document, because it was high at the airport, was extremely crowded and nobody noticed him. So what we have on the next page is number 1 was checks, pass, center, lounge, season, class, and crew. So thank you for everyone for watching this conference this evening. Si c'était un peu difficile, vous pouvez regarder tout le vocabulaire. You will get the PDF after the class. It will be sent via email. And you can have a look at those compound adjectives and nouns and see how you can apply them into your daily life. So thank you everyone for joining me this evening, and I will see you next week.